Hey y'all. Let me just share this. I'm still here. So, hey. There we go. I'm here, you guys. Hey, Stacy. Got my mod in the building. Hey. Hey, you guys. If you're coming in, make sure you like the live. Let me know that you are here because y'all know it was a lot of stuff going on Facebook. And I need y'all to catch me up. Hey, Clara, the MF Gwen, hello, Seven Child, Anitra. If you guys are coming in, make sure you like the live. Mrs. Tasha, hey, Bookie, how y'all doing? Mrs. Melinda, Cherokee, y'all already know. Look, it's a lot that's been going on Facebook, and we need to get down to what's going on. So we're going to give up. Let's wait till at least about like 20 people come in. So once like about like 20 people come in, then I don't know. I got a piece of hair. Hold on, y'all. I think I got a piece of hair in my mouth. I always get something in my damn mouth. I'm like, what the hell? So let's get a couple people in here because we got a couple things to talk about. All right, so let's talk, you guys. So I am literally about to go and take care of some business, and I am catching up on everything that's been going on. But first, we are going to start off with the lies that are being told on social media, you guys. The lies that are being told. 2K is live too. Oh my gosh, he live. Oh my god, is he on? I did not even know 2K is live, you guys. Listen, where 2K live at? Is he live on YouTube? Is it a Talks with 2K, or is it his Don't Piss Me Off morning show? Let me know. I'm gonna wait till y'all let me know. If it's the Don't Piss Me Off morning show, I'm gonna stay on because I can watch the replay. If it's his Talks with 2K, you guys, I am definitely going to end the live so we can head on over. So I'm just waiting for y'all. Okay, he's doing this morning show. Okay, so 2K's doing this morning show, you guys. So I'll go ahead and catch the replay. If you guys want to go over and watch 2K's Don't Piss Me Off morning show, you are more than welcome to. More than welcome to. But let's get into this tea right here. So first, shout out to 2K. And if you guys seen yesterday, so y'all saw yesterday he did the show and he was just recapping everything that was going on between. First, let me just make this disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed are, for commentary purposes. Everything is alleged. And I do not know. Hello, Raul. I do not know everything that's going on. I am just coming on here with my alleged information. Y'all know how they go. So, here we go. Now, we all seen, and the main question right now is Trish going to speak? Now we all kids, one of my mods is Stacy. If you're still here, could you get like a lot of people, I don't want them spamming my comments, okay? So you guys, y'all drop your flags and all that stuff, but after that you blocked. So I'm gonna just let you know that right now. Okay. Hey, word of the day. So just don't come in here spamming my comments because I'm not on my streaming, because I swear on everything I love you'll be blocked. So I already said hi to Raul and I already said hi to Mr. Whatever you is with all these flags. Please don't spam my thing. Thank you, Stacy. My mod is in the building. If they do it again, block them. So my first question is we going to sit back? Trish, this is for you. Let me start off with you. I never disliked you, Trish. I always felt like, even though you go through things on social media, we know that people, talk about you and things like that, but I never thought that you would resort to the case of lying. And when I sat back, and I didn't catch it, I want to give all this out. These props goes to 2K. I didn't catch. And if anybody's speaking in the comment section, I promise you guys, I'm going to go back and I'm going to read them. But I want to, say this because I didn't catch, the AT&T call, and I also didn't catch the CPS, or the police allegations. I didn't watch it until yesterday. But when I seen, allegedly Trell texting you and, this whole lie came out to create and generate more cash apps, I was shocked. And I think you were more shocked too, because if you really sit back, yes, Officer Barksdale's 663, listen. I think that if you look at it also too, you were more shocked. And you wasn't more shocked to the point where, that they saying that. You was shocked because you had to lie quickly on your feet. And to having to lie quickly on your feet, a lot of people can't lie that fast. And it was shown. My question is now, are you going to come out publicly and announce that that didn't happen, or it did happen. Because if the police came and pulled you over, or they came to your house about things that was going on, hey, Mr. Shia, got my other mom in the building, um, about things that was going on, wouldn't you have like a police report? And right, I'm not even going to put Dom in this because on some real stuff, Dom did not know what the hell was going on. Dom was caught out the blue. Dom didn't know what was going on. Dom was not a part of this scheme. And for people to go that far and that deep, hey, Miss Katie, for you to go that far and that deep to try to perpetuate a lie because you don't like 2K, and now the police are calling, your homes, and then what if somebody really do call CPS on you and you really do need the help of the internet and the help of the supporters, but now nobody's going to believe you. It's like the girl that, the boy that cried wolf. You have to be very mindful when people's on this internet sitting back saying, yeah, that side over there or this side of it. I'm not on no side. Let me just make that very clear to you. I am not on no side. When we picking sides on social media, that's when stuff becomes a beef. You know how the East Coast, West Coast beef come up, East and West and all that stuff beefing. That's how gangs get started. You got to sit back and think about it. Thank you so much, Jessica. Trevor and Eric, what's his name, Trevon, you can get him out the comment section too, because we're going to be on this topic until I switch to the next topic. And if you don't like to be here, you can go ahead and swipe up again. So again, when you sit back and you perpetuate a lie, and now you're sitting back and you're saying that the police came to your home and now they got video, you have to say something. You have to say something. You really do have to say something at this point. So then we go over, we're going to circle back to you because it's either you're going to address it on TikTok or, Dom's. When Dom go live, they're going to flood her comment section because she didn't go live on Facebook yet. But when she go live on, social media today, people's going to ask her, I wouldn't spit on Trish if she was on fire. Lord Jesus. Whoop, see? 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 Thank you so much, Jessica Harris. I appreciate it. It's going to always be someone, but one thing I'm not going to be moved by a comment whore. Some people want to be a comment whore just to get your attention and just to move you, but I'm not going to do that because I'm very focused on what I came on here for and the message that I wanted to portray. And I have a couple of things I'm going to be talking about. So, again, with you, Trish, we're going to be waiting for your statement, and Trell as well. What would make you do that? What would make you try to perpetuate a lie so far gone where, you didn't think that 2K was going to catch that? You didn't think that? So, next subject. Lynn, it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You better run, Forrest, run, Forrest, run. It took so much pleasure and pride. I mean, literally, so much joy to see you running like a rabbit or a deer in headlights. On your car where it says objects are closer than they appear. You ran so fast from Bastrop, but you that man, right? You that man. You was just a running. And it's so funny how God got you where you ran. What happened to your apartment? What happened to your house? What happened to that? But you was just so enthusiastic about sitting out here, calling us women all type of bees and just laying us out, and I mean, literally, I'm going to do a whole forest run. Y'all know I'm going to do an animation about that. Thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate it. But you like to get on here and call women bees and, what you're going to do to their underage teenage sons. You still got that, you still out on bail. I think a lot of people have forgotten that you are currently out on bail for trying to sexually assault a minor. We have not forgot. So that's one of the teams that I'm on. I'm on team, defend the children because I have some. But I seen one person in the comments on a blogger's page, and they actually said, why is he still bothering you, Lynn? Does he like you? Think about that. So a person that's going to ride for their nephew and a person that's not going to sit back and tolerate a man that's going around knowingly that he has HIC, has no regards for anything, himself or anybody else. But now all of a sudden, yes, baby. Okay, here I come. But now all of a sudden, when a person wants to ride for their family member, they like what what? Girl, you got the wrong person. I'm innocent. Sign, but delete that person, Stacy. I ain't got time for these people. I don't even know these people. They're coming in from like little bots, and I don't want them to spam my comments because when you go live straight on YouTube, they'll come in and just spam your comments. So you can go here. Anybody that looks like they don't even belong here, take them out the chat. As soon as they even say something, take them out the chat. I don't even need you here, okay? You don't even know what we're talking about. You're probably not even from the state that we're in. No, no, sorry, nothing. Go ahead. You just commented again. Delete that person, please. I don't need you here. You're not one of us. What are you even here for? Like, come on now. Anyway, like I was saying, when it comes to you, Lynn, you got a joy. You and your boyfriend too. Your boyfriend was just so kiki. Oh, they just so worried about what Lynn is out here doing on social media. And thank you so much, Latina. They're so upset. Hold on, you guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry, you guys. I had to get my daughter. But again, your boyfriend was just so ecstatic about, oh, Lynn was talking about Let's Talk Cheer, and Lynn was doing this, and Lynn was doing that, and just was, but not one time has he said anything to Kevin White. Not one time. And I bet you he won't. I bet you he won't. See, one thing about Kevin gonna ride for his nephew. And that's what people want. He ain't even had to touch him, connect him, because we don't promote violence or bullying over here. But one thing that man proved to you is it's not over. And you're not going to sit on social media in his hood and think that everything is just all smooth and lightly because your boyfriend peoples don't care about their family. See, it don't work like that. Now let's get over to your boyfriend because I want to address him. Because I got the clips of you talking about me yesterday. Whew. It has to be bothersome, really bothersome for me to run across your mind daily. Daily. Like just daily. Like every time you get a chance, I just want to name drop Let's Talk. Let me just name drop Let's Talk. So let me just make this clear to you first. You said they don't have a business. They don't post their business on their page, and they don't post the links, and they don't tell you to follow. They don't tell you to book. Why would I do that? Why? What would make me do that? I think I told you before. My business started well before I became a blogger. Okay? Maine, I want to call you by name. Maine, my business came way before I started in social media. I'm like a really, grown ass woman. I don't sit back and try to promote a business for my followers that's in Texas to book me, or people that's in, Tennessee or Chicago, or a person that's somewhere out of state. Because keep in mind, why would I try to promote a company that I'm not going to be able to travel to? Think about that. Why would you be so worried about my company that I'm doing? You see what it's doing. I never brought it to the internet. You did when you got mad at me. I never tried to make it seem like I was above anybody on social media. I just let you know I'm not below you. I'm not below you. I'm not a nobody. I don't think nobodies in the comment sections are nobodies. I don't think that people that view us are nobodies. I think that everybody is somebody, and whatever they do to create their hustle and to create their grind, go with it. But one thing I've noticed that you have never done is show us how you make your money. You know everything about everybody else, but what about you? How do you make your living, Maine? Where is your business online? Where have you promoted your girl business? Where's her website? Where's her Google where you can just type in anything that CEO friendly towards her business, you can pull it up? See, the gag is you know nothing about me. But then you goes into, and this is, let me just say this too. TC, this is no shot towards you. I love you, love. I love you. But let me just make this very clear to you, man. I'm nobody's trick. Okay? Just because you want to be tricking on men on social media don't mean I'm tricking on them. What the fuck I look like tricking on a man for? Really? TC has never asked me for a dime because he's a man. Men don't ask women for money. You get that? If he gets on his live and he sits back and say, you know, y'all, I got this, I got that. TC been begging since I seen him. Since TC been making big money and since he been making little money. Right. Thank you. Yes. You better believe it. He'll pre-op before he promote his own wife. But you know, he made a statement. He said people need to stop sending people money because they're not really investing, they're not buying houses. What home do Brianna own? Didn't Brianna have a whole baby shower registry for her children? Ain't she asking for legal help right now as we speak with a GoFundMe? Didn't she declare that she's not buying a house? So where is it like they're above somebody? Everybody's making ends meet. Everybody's out here doing what they have to do. But the only person that's worrying about who's on the person's side, why would TC be on my side because he's in my comments? Can we answer that? So you think that TC has now chosen a side because he's in my comment section? TC is still a young man, not Miss Tasha though, but you get what I mean though, like, so now because a person is in their comment section and they're commenting and they're smiling and they're saying, hey, or they're agreeing with your content, you now have to shower them with money? Where do they do that at? Where do they do that at? See, you're upset because you was a trick. So now everything that goes and revolves around you is supporters, supporters, supporters. Supporters pay my bills. Supporters do this. Supporters send you super chats. Supporters do that. Supporters don't take care of me. My husband do. What have you done with your children this summer? What gifts have you brought them? What did they do for you for Father's Day? What? Let's talk about these things. How you spent Father's Day online worrying about everybody else. See, your mind frame is so messed up because you're worrying about what I'm doing in my business. I had no reason to be in your conversation yesterday, but you really sitting back trying to diagnose. Anybody knows if they ask me for help, I'm here. You mentioned that I shared that blogger's post about her GoFundMe. You know I sent her money? But I don't do shit for clicks and views. I didn't sit back and say, oh yeah, you guys, I donated her money, so you guys go ahead and do it. I don't do that. That's not me. She needed help and I gave it. But I don't sit back and, you know, raise GoFundMe pages for donation cash apps, or do the same thing that you do and then try to, throw rocks and hide their hand. I don't know why TC is intimidated or feels like, I don't get intimidated by you. Who the fuck is you? They had one play date in the backyard. Right. No moon bounce, no arcades, no water guns, no gifts, no nothing. But you worried about everybody else. You try to dissect everyone else's life. And then you made a lie. You said that, oh, I told everyone that I was already a sex offender before anyone else did. So why did you feel like you was exposed? Why do you feel as though that you were exposed if everyone already knew? Why? What is the definition of exposure? Like, come on now. Can y'all get Glitz Ryan out the chat, please? So why do you feel like that? But what you do is you perpetuate your anger and you perpetuate your envy on everyone else. You have become into the point where you feel as though that when you drop those receipts on TC, you feel as though that you did something. No, what it did was it showed the greed. It showed the selfishness of, join this live, you get this cash app. Join that, you can get that cash app. You join this, I'll drop that cash app. That's not what social media is about. That's never been what social media was about. Social media has always been about to talk to your friends and connect. And then for some reason, everyone hates the bloggers when they're not on the bloggers page, but everyone watches the bloggers. How are you so upset about a person that I've been blocked you from? I've blocked you. But you still want to continue to let's talk in the sound effects guy, and they got money. Why didn't they help TC? Why didn't they help TC out? Because that's not my place. That's not my place to help TC out. That's not my place to send TC money. I am a blogger. If TC shows up in my commentary and in my comment section, then so be it. I show up in his. That's what we do. It does not mean annoying as hell, Stacy. But that does not mean that TC has to sit back and send me stars. TC has to send me super chat. That does not mean that. Where do you get that from? Bloggers don't have sides. We have supporters. Like, come on now. We don't have people where as though we're sitting back and we're asking them to send us money. That's not what bloggers do. Bloggers sit back and bring all the content creator supporters together to feed them the information, for them to follow them and to give their own narrative about them. Not for us to sit back and say, well, because you sat back and was in this blogger's comment section, you're no longer on my side. You picked a side. You perpetuated that his mother wanted to have intercourse with you. That was the most disrespectful thing that you could say about a person's mom, because if somebody was to say that about your mom, you would be offended. Anybody was to say that about anybody's mom, they would be offended. But because he called your wife a bitch, you want to hold on to that. You be forgetting what you do. You said Juanita wanted to talk to you. Well, how you think that made him feel? But you don't think about that. You only think about the retaliation part when he sat back and called your wife a bitch. Come on now. Let's get the things together. Let's re-ramp these things. Let's just make stuff clear. One thing about it, TC had his own place and vehicle at the early age, unlike him in 40 years. Right, he would sit back and call TC to make and perpetuate beefs. And one thing I hate doing is, spending my time even talking about a person that I'll never see in public, I'll never meet, I have no dealings with. He won't ever grace my platform. But for some reason, he has perpetuated a hate because he says that I involve myself in the 2K situation. So let me say something. I remember when this all happened, and they started first beefing, and everything was about the Lynn situation. I was on my way home from church, and I remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I went live and I said something. But I'm almost certain that the other bloggers was posting about it. But because I was the blogger that went live, you got mad. You said, oh no. Because again, I'm the blogger, and because I spoke up for 2K and I didn't speak up for you, now you assume, oh, she's picking sides. Well, you already know I'm on 2K side. You know that. So if we're going to say sides, 2K and sir, that's fam. But let's just let this be known. My platform has never, ever, ever been about my personal business. That's not what I do. I don't get paid to blog on me. I don't get paid to promote my personal business. My personal business has a page that has 5,000 people on there, and then my Instagram has 1,000, as well as my Google and my website. That's how I generate my money. That's how we get our money. Hey, Z Clark. Hey, beautiful. That's how we get our money. That's how we do stuff. But we have never been to the point where I have to sit back and share any of my personal business on social media to get what? To get you to what? To get you to troll me? Why would I do that? Why? Imagine me doing that. Imagine me sitting back, putting all this investment into my legacy for my children, and have two of the biggest events of my life coming up on Thursday and Friday, again this week. Because of the hard work and grinding that I do, to let a person that has never ever worked hard for anything in their life to really think that they can sway or do anything to make me feel away? Really think about that. Hold on, y'all. Let me get something to drink. Is there something to drink over there? My bad, you guys. I had to come and get me something to drink real quick. I got a little parsed. A little parsed. But again, though, I think we got to be very mindful of what we try to put down. Your platform has now been generated around hate, talking about people. You got grown women. That's exactly what he'll do, try to destroy. See, one thing about it, let me see. I heard a lot of people say money is the root of all evil. That is not true. The Bible says the love of money, for the love of money is the root of all evil. But money brings everything. So you have to generate money. Miss Tasha, no one could ever destroy anything that I have built from ground up, because see, social media doesn't define my business. My talent, what I give, and what we offer is what defines my business. See, that's one thing. I've always been a nice person. I've always been professional. I've always been well-rounded. And I've always been humble. You guys know, y'all did not meet me through social media. You guys would have never known that I owned a business unless he said it. But it's the envy in him. While he's so worried about my business, he could be pouring into his wife's business. See, he thought I was going to come on here today, you know, and call you names and do all those days are over. You know, you're bottom of the bucket. Nobody deals with you. Nobody listens to you and your lies. I think the one that makes it more weirder is that you lie so fast. You've almost becoming to the point where man, you're acting like Lynn. Like you'll do anything for views. You'll do anything for a click. You don't care. You're like a fool. You're like a fucking fool. You really do. You know, your kids go back and watch your YouTubes probably and go back and watch or hashtag your name on social media. Do you think that's the light they want to be shown in? They want you to be in it? Hey, Auntie Scoop. You really think that your children want to see their dad crashing out on social media, and every time something comes up, he has to give his opinion on it, or he's trying to down, and you're really trying to dissect my business as if you have any clue what it took for me to get it? What are you doing now for your family? That's what I need to know. Not, you always say, I got money, I got this. How are you making that? Show your people. Since you built your platform about your life, you're so open to the people. How are you a habitual gambler? Are you a habitual scammer? Like how are you generating your income? How is your income coming in? He don't really know what to do with himself. I've never ever seen, a person sit on live on Father's Day, on their special kids day, and the only thing that grips their mind is social media. I'm a blogger. I get paid to be nosy, paid to talk about stuff. If you don't like the content that's on my page that you have already been blocked from, why are you watching it? I'm doing nothing different than what your friends used to do before you got banned from the sisterhood. All they did was sat on there and talked about people all day long. But you got banned from the sisterhood. So now all of a sudden, it's woe is me. No, they on sides. They on the losing side. If all the supporters send me money, send y'all money, send them money, what money is we gonna have? What fucking mind frame are you thinking with? Right, share the, who would, listen, anybody can go viral. Anybody can go viral really quick. That's what I'm trying to say. How are you even watching it for real? Like, really sit back and think about it, though. Like, why am I so worried about the sound effects guy? Because you can't say his name. Why am I so worried about him? Why am I so worried about Let's Talk Blog? Why? When I have my children here for the entire weekend. Right. Die thinking you rich. And you know what's so crazy? It's not even that he thinks he's rich. He thinks that he has more than anybody else. And that's the downfall, because a prideful man is one step from falling. You said out your own mouth, you are waiting for other people to downfall. You are waiting for other people to fall off. That is the most wickedest thing that you can wish on people when you have a generation behind you. You forgot you got children behind you? Like, come on now. You have children behind you. You get so frustrated. Listen. He gets so frustrated when a person comes on here and does exactly what he does. He gets so angry. He gets so angry. Oh, he just like, oh, you know what? Especially when I say something. Oh, he just like, oh, that bitch, he probably just so happy she's saying something about me. Ooh, yes. But what man sits in their car? You can't even talk in your own house. You have to sneak in your car to talk to your women supporters, because I know your family is sick of you. Your daughters probably walk past you and be like, what the fuck? He on that shit again? He talk about them people again? Like, what the hell? Yes, like, you come on now. Like, this is going on again? So you have to really sit back and be mindful. So let me just let you know right now. One thing I have never done in my life is try to count a person's pockets. That is so lame. That is so lame. I mean, that's really lame. And one thing I will never do, ever do, listen, sir, is prove anything to a person that will be on the National Sex Offender Registry for the rest of his life. What the hell do I have to prove anything to you for? What, honestly, forever, ever, forever, ever? See, what you fail to realize is, whatever I don't have right now, or whatever you claim I don't got, I bet you I'll have it before you get off of that registry. You know how, remember, you got on there and you lied and you cried? I'm about to get my life back. I'm about to get my freedom back. And then you was locked up in 2 weeks. And why you out here defending Lynn? Remember when Miss Tiffany told you that Lynn was trying to talk to her son? You forgot that too? You forgot Lynn tried to talk to your friend's son. But you don't got no loyalty for nobody but Lynn. You are pathetic. I would hate to be attached to you. I would hate to be married to you. I would hate to be your child. I would hate to be your sister. Not only because you are a convicted sex offender. See, you be forgetting. You are a convicted sex offender. Not just because of that. No. That's top of the bar. But because you will sit back and go against everyone for a man that don't even like you. Hey, kid, boo-boo. They don't even like you. That's what you'll do. You'll go against the world for him. Oh, you get the shits and giggles. Oh, you want to sit back. Oh, yeah, because Lynn ran this, and Lynn did that, and Lynn did that. I mean, your dick probably get hard talking about him. Pathetic. You are pathetic. And then you had the nerve to sit back and say, why are we not helping TC? Because TC has his supporters to help him. TC works. TC hasn't been evicted yet. And all the times he had his house. While Lynn done went from house to house, while you was in that 1-bedroom apartment to the Airbnb, TC still has his house. You gotta rewind that back, boo-boo. TC still has all of this. So I'm almost certain God'll make a way for TC. He'll make a way. And if he decides to create a GoFundMe, I'll do like the bloggers do and share it. But don't get mad at me because you was a trick. Okay? You trick on niggas, not me. You tricked on Lynn, not me. You tricked on TC, not me. That's you, not me. You're pathetic, nigga. Tay would never. He would never. Especially if I'm telling him not to. Now, it's no, like I said, this is nothing against TC, because I love TC. But your own girl sat back and said, stop, stop, baby, stop. Keep your little thing right here by your hole, keep it chill, keep it down. Exactly here. See, his thing was, because TC was in my comment section, and because TC was laughing, or TC might have liked something on my page or something like that, that automatically is supposed to trigger us to trick out, just help TC and give TC all this money and do all of this for TC, because he's done it. Because, like he said, TC's been in the casino, and when he needed money, I was there. We're not the same. See, TC doesn't expect that with us. You remember them text messages that y'all was all dropping yesterday? Y'all was doing those money exchanges. Y'all was talking about going on people's Cash Apps lives. Y'all was doing all that. Not one time there was any conversation of you sitting back saying, yeah, TC, I got this business I'm running. I got this business that I'm opening up. I got this business that I'm trying to push. Could you go ahead and share Shada's business for me? Could you get your people to do Shada's things for me? Could you do this? No. You don't even have your girl page on your wall. You don't even have your girl's page on your wall. But you're worried about us. The only person that could calm you is Brianna. I'm not even going to bring your girl into this, because we see the type of nigga you are. See, you a simp ass nigga. See, you've proven to us that you a simp ass nigga. You the type of nigga that get cheated on. You the type of nigga that girls have babies on. You the type of nigga that sit back and get locked up. You the type of nigga that hit women. You the type of nigga that go on live and make songs about other women. We see what type of person you is, and then you trick out on other men. So we see you. We see what type of people you marry. We see who you are. You're the laughing stock. You're the laughing stock. That's why, John, I don't like your ass now, because you're a gump. Nobody did. You're a gump. Like, honestly, you're a gump. Right. Then he done wrote that song about everybody. Right. I haven't saw not one song that he wrote saying I love my girl. I love her so much. She's been there for me. She done had kids on me now though. But, she done did some woof. What's so crazy? When she sat back and said, I wasn't perfect, I didn't think she was, it was to the extreme of that shit. We all not perfect, but it has that's some crazy stuff. But you were settled. But you really want us to think, for some reason, that we supposed to be intimidated. Just go on about your business. Do your content. Stop name dropping. My supporters are not going to follow you. Nobody owns anyone on social media. Let me just make that very clear to you guys too. You guys in my comment section do not belong to me. You are not property of Let's Talk Blog 2. You are free to follow, to like, to subscribe, and to support any content creator that you would like. My job is not here to cancel anybody. That's not my job. So if you come into my comment section and you say, hey, and I see you on Blasted or the Bloggers Tea or Catch This Tea, and I see you saying, hey, you guys, this is some great content. I love you guys. You're the best blogger. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to say, oh, what? That's my supporter. No. All that so-called money he should have. Right. Listen. When you feel as though, one thing Bob Marley says, people are so broke, all they have is money. You can tell that the money in your fantasy land, you're not even happy. You're not happy. You're not happy. I'm telling you as a woman, do something with your family. Let me give you a little tip. What I did, Bath and Body Works right now have their semi-annual sale going on, and they had a sale for Father's Day as well. My kids bought their dad a lot of, body washes and stuff. Did you get anything for Father's Day? Stuff that, when you honor your dad. But, your daughters are like at the teenage age where they probably would love for dad to take them to the mall. Dad, let me go shopping and get me some stuff from Victoria's Secret, and Bath and Body Works got all their candles on sale and all their Airwick stuff there. Dad, could I order something from Shein? Dad, you know what? Dad, can we go to the movies? Can we go go-kart racing? Can we get the fuck out the house and you stay out the car and stay off of social media all day and leave these people alone? Dad, they don't like you. They don't like you, Dad. You don't like them. What are you expecting for them to say nice about you, Dad? Daddy, you're not saying anything nice about them, Dad. But you're on here and you want them to say something nice about you. You know what, Dad? I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home. Because I can't make this shit up, Dad. I cannot make this up. Dad, I know Vaughn says you're a Trump supporter. Dad, you're doing too much. Okay? You're doing too much, Dad. That's why we didn't get you shit for Father's Day. Because you're always in the car. So, listen. Right, Ebony, listen, we racked up. Tay took the girls there yesterday. He took them to Arundel Mills Mall yesterday. They went to the Arundel Mills and then they went to go see Mission Impossible because they want to do a Daddy's Daughter Day after Father's Day. Like things that fathers do with their children. Like literally. Literally, y'all. My house right now has so many balloons in there. So if you guys know, Father's Day, and then you have whatchamacallit. This is my house right now. Look. How do I turn it around? Look. These are all of Dante's balloons. From Father's Day to his birthday, all of that stuff. Like literally. Like those are the things that you see it. Y'all see it? Come look, you see it. So these are like, where's your balloons? Where's your gifts? Where's your appreciation? Show us your stuff. You worried about what everybody else is doing? Are you being appreciated at home? Are people appreciating you? Do people love you at home? Do people sit back and say, you know what, Dad, you're the best dad that ever happened to me? Or is it always like, you know what, you're always online? Always online. Always online. Talking about either Let's Talk, Vaughn, or 2K. Dad, you have a whole fucking restraining order on that guy. Leave it alone. Do you want a permanent restraining order? You just went down and told the police he keeps calling me a pedophile online. You just went down there and told him that. So why do you keep bothering them, Daddy? Didn't you tell us don't watch anyone that we don't like? You really think that you can control their page? So hold on. I can control the narrative of their page. And that is by getting on here, doing exactly what they're doing, but telling them that their man doesn't love them because they're doing what I'm doing, but I'm not doing nothing with y'all. No other content. No other content. You made a whole Kia. He actually tried to justify picking up Fat Butt to go to Caution House. See, he's the reason why a lot of these African American men are in debt or in prison. Because ain't no man that has a real job, has a real family, and has a real education is getting picked up on a Tuesday to come to another state to fight someone when you already know that they got this man on paper. No real man, no real friend would put you in that situation. Because when you was a child, you spec as a child. But then when you became a man, you just stopped. No, when you was a man, you was in jail. I'm sorry. When you was 28 years old, you was already locked up. I'm sorry. So you already should know these things. But you have got this little childish mind frame. I remember when I sat back and said, I put on for my city because I have done events for our mayor, for our schools, for the city. You tried to implement that I'm a part of a gang. But you're on here doing gang behavior. You see what you did? So you are a master manipulator, and you try to draw sympathy from the crowd. So you could have got hurt. Your friend could have got hurt. Caution could have got hurt. But you didn't care because it was all about pride. Because you knew that once I got back on live, no matter what I was going to do, I was going to sit here and beat my chest, and I'm going to now sit back and act like it don't matter what's going on in your neighborhood. You come outside, but yet when the person pulled up to your home, you were crying about your neighbors. You forgot? Oh, neighbor! But you said it don't matter if kids outside, if the dog's outside. You just don't want it at your door. But you quick to bring it to somebody else's door. Pathetic. Pathetic. See, my sons would never do that. Never. Mm-mm. They're not out here trying to they're not trying to catch temps when we out here pleading guilty to sex offender crimes. No, they're not going to do that. Mm-mm. They're not going to get here and stunt in the car with our homeboy because, I know he's sick of you. Fat Butt probably sick of you. Fat Butt probably sitting out here like, man, I'm so sick of this weak ass nigga. I can't wait till he give me his money so I can get out this way this nigga call because I'm tired of being this nigga bodyguard. I'm tired. I'm tired. Every time I get in the car, he be talking about 2K. 2K this and 2K that. 2K. I know he's sick of your ass. He is sick of you. He is probably like, damn, shit. Every time I look up, we gotta go to 10K house. Now we gotta go to Caution house. We gotta go to this. Who else house you going to? Shit. Damn. Niggas is sick of you. Y'all know niggas is sick of him, y'all. I'm just going to listen. Thank y'all. Thank you, Shabby. At least when he was at the apartment, he would take, right. He would at least take him out to eat Applebee's or something. Like, dang. But I mean, imagine a person that's talking about a person that has a 3-bedroom home, 2 bedrooms in the basement, a laundry room, a bathroom down the basement, a storage room, a car garage, a backyard, as well as a porch. But they lived in an apartment for 3 years with their family. Come on now. Come on now. Then you gloated on, that's what it is. You gloated on your supporters buying your, what have you bought yourself lately? Like, what have you sat back and actually said, look, I went out and I did, because I want you to show me, because you want everybody to show you shit. No, nigga, you show me. Show me your business. Show me. Show me what you're out here doing to provide for your family. Don't show me the begging. Don't show me that. Don't show me no begging. I want you to show me what you are doing with your family. Show me your, thank you for sharing, boo boo. Show me your business online, like you said. Show me what you have shared on your YouTube about your business. Show me this. Show me. Show me. Show me. Because to me, it's not, it's given I'm a hater. It's given that I've never had nothing in my life. So anybody that else that perpetuates that they actually are living good, I'm going to sit out here and make them feel like they don't have nothing. Oh no. Because I don't have nothing. Because in my heart, I'm so envious. I'm so angry and I'm so mad. So if a person has anything, I would say they ain't got that shit. No, you ain't got it. Nope. They want to be like me. Nope. You ain't got it. You got a business? No, you ain't got no fucking business. That's a little cricket camera business. But yet your girl over here making tie-dye shorts with feathers and fucking rhinestones. Who the fuck is going to wear that shit? Let's clock that tea first. Who's going to wear that? Did you do the pose in that shit? Because I wouldn't have. Nobody wants to wear that. But yet, I didn't say anything about that. No. But you wanted to make a whole lot. Whole lot. What? Whole lot. But your girl's struggling to be creative. Have you made her a website? Have you LLC'd her? Have you pushed her business? Have you spent 1 hour talking about the accomplishments that she has done, that she is making, that she is doing? Have you done that? Or have you only perpetuated violence, envy, hate, and jealousy? Is that all you have done? Think about that. While you're so worried about what the bloggers is doing, because keep in mind, I don't create the content, sir. I post it. Let's just keep that very clear. A blogger does not create the content. I post it and I add value to it. So I'm not out here acting a fool. I'm not out here losing my fucking kids. I'm not out here leaving my kids for no niggas. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. He doesn't believe her business. That's why he's not. Listen, she even said that. All he's worrying about is the screen. He's watching me right now as we speak. As we speak. And he's going to sit back and say, if my girl was doing this, if my girl was doing that, listen, the only girl that you got is the girl that's not too wrapped too tight. Because for one, let me tell you about me, Tay girl. Tay girl would never put her children over no nigga. Let's just clock that first. Because one thing about a woman, their children is their everything. We look at our kids as little images of us. We're their role model. We want to be their everything. Like how my little business is paying for my daughter to go to college where she don't need financial aid because God is good and he's faithful. Yeah. How when I look at my daughter and I see the way she talks to her dad, daddy this, daddy that, daddy that. That's what lights me up. When my 3-year-old whines to daddy, daddy, I love you. You mean the world to me. Daddy's little girl. That's what light my day up. So no real woman would ever leave their child for no nigga, especially not a nigga that's a convicted sex offender. But she wasn't stupid because she don't trust you around her kids because you don't like them. Because you, as the weak ass nigga that you are, she was cheating on you. She probably cheating on your ass now. Because if she would sit back and sleep with her sister's boyfriend and have a baby by them, you ain't shit. Okay? You a weak ass nigga. Because you sit back and think because you have sat back and did a whole motherfucking Gucci man and changed your whole appearance to try to clone yourself, we don't remember the buck tooth hot top fade ass nigga that looked like a motherfucking clown back in the day, that looked like a nigga from anybody in Bastrop will walk over you. You and look at the bitches down Bastrop. No disrespect for y'all down Bastrop, but you don't got the top picks, okay? Okay? And the baby mother with the sense is keeping you away from your child. The one that you always talk about looks so good. Oh, she looks so good. She looks so good. That's the best you ever had. Best you ever had. Best you ever had. Oh. Put your hands over the camera for Lamar Jackson at it. Listen, y'all. Too bad all the mothers don't get down like that. That's how the mother's supposed to be. Listen. He always sit back and say, oh, I didn't take it personal, y'all. Let me say this, y'all. And I want to address how the liar lies. Y'all know for a fact I wasn't talking about this guy in the beginning of the year for almost 3 months. And when my aunt passed, the devil in him took so much pride to laugh. Oh, he just was kiki. But then I heard him say the other day, I never went that deep with y'all. I never, y'all didn't like me or anything like that, but if I would have talked, if anything would have happened to y'all could have wished a prayer or y'all could have said something like that. That's why you pled guilty. That right there. I see it. You try to manipulate the public. You try to manipulate what people already know. You try to manipulate the evidence, and when you can't do it, you just got to plea out. Just plea out. Let me just go ahead and plea out, because you don't even care. You just sit back and just say anything in your motherfucking mind that just come to your mind. Anything Flora, anything that come to your mind, you're just going to sit back and say it. I'm going to just say this shit because maybe they might believe it. Maybe they might believe what I'm saying. So if I can get on here and try to dog these people and try to tell, because keep in mind, I don't want your supporters. Okay? I don't want to be around any woman that would find it funny that a man would sit back and threaten to spit on me, hit me, or do anything that he does in the privacy of his own house with his wife. Because I know that's what's going on. I don't want to be around you. Because if something was to happen to me, you'll be the type of woman to say, well, she shouldn't have said that. She shouldn't have did this. She shouldn't have. I don't want to be around that type of people. I don't want to be around any type of woman that sits back and would actually be in a company of a convicted lifetime sex offender. No. I would never want to sit and be glorifying a woman that doesn't have custody over her children because her husband, well, no, I'm sorry, her boyfriend is a risk to their own household. He be kicking your ass over there? Did he kick your ass? He has to. He has to. Has he took care of that warrant yet? Because after the warrant, you still got to go to court. What are you going to do about that? While you worrying about me and worrying about my family, worrying about them court cases that you keep, why are you going to court in your 40s? Why? Why are you still a criminal in your 40s? So before I end this live, I got a couple things I want to ask you, challenge you to do. I challenge you to show us how you make a living. Show us. Show us your business. Show us anything. Show us something that you do to make a living for yourself. Then I also want, before you open your mouth to me and how you speak on everyone that says something about Lynn, make sure you address Kevin White first. Because he's from Bastrop. You haven't said not one thing about him. Say that. Make sure you do that. And then while you also glorifying people that still lives with their parents, trailing them this and trailing them. Trell lives with his mother. Okay? Ask him, why is he going around lying on people? So let's address those things first. But other than that, you know the weekend's coming up. Don't forget about that Bath and Body Works sale I told you about. You know, don't forget about that Victoria's Secret also. Don't forget what administration device you grabbed with Kevin Lincoln. Show us a text between him and Lynn too. Right. Show us some texts. Right, because you text a lot with TC. You mad because we not tricking her. Address you being a trick. You got played like the John you are. You got wet with no residue. You got played. You got played like a motherfucker. Now you want us, y'all need to sit back and send TC money because I was on here sending him money. I was sending him all of my money. And now he doesn't want to deal with me. He's on your side. Oh, God damn it. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I can't trick on TC no more, nigger. You were in the goddamn casino. And I gave you my money. I gave you more money than I gave to my kids. Because the love I got in my heart. Y'all know when I love hard. Y'all know I love these men. I love them more than I love my wife. Oh, God. Oh, God. When he said he couldn't talk to me anymore in the comment section, I didn't know what I was going to do, you guys. I didn't know what I was going to do. But I'm here today. Oh, God, I love TC. TC, I love you. Come back. Come back. Oh, come back, TC. I don't want Shauna. I want you. I don't even want Lynn. I don't want Lynn no more. Because I tricked on you. And did you see me trying to tell these people to trick on you too? And they don't want to do it. Let's Talk says she's not tricking on you today. No. Mm-mm. She said, I'm not tricking on TC. Well, y'all know I'm a fool. Y'all know I'm a fool. It's explicit content warning. Explicit unrealistic content. But anyway, you guys, enough of that. You know, I think I was just licking on the walls just now, you know. But listen, that's what's going on though. All jokes aside, you know, he was tricking on TC, tricking on Lynn, and he's still tricking on Lynn. Listen, he even tell Fat Butt, look, Fat Butt, don't worry about your nephew. He lying. Just like Tiffany's son. Miss Tiffany's son was lying about Lynn. The college dude was lying about Lynn. Look, everybody lying about Lynn. Because we need them views. Well, that's enough of me cutting up, y'all. Let me get out of here. I gotta be somewhere by 2 o'clock. I am not fooling with y'all today. Could y'all block Maurice if y'all still here? But other than that, I'll see y'all later. It's 127 people up in this live. Could I get these likes up to at least 100 before I leave? If you enjoyed the show, this is all for fun and entertainment. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I enjoy when I get on here with y'all and I get into my character. But if y'all enjoyed the live, if you come back and watch the replay, let me know what state you watching from. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Until next time, you guys. Let's talk.